Shalom, Israel, shalom, shalom, shalom. So first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shimi Hawashai. This is going to be a short video through the Spirit, basically, encouraging brothers and sisters to just remember, I'm going to say not encouraging, but, well, in a sense, it is encouraging, but basically to remember that your flesh is your enemy. Remember that. This flesh is your enemy, man. We can't get comfortable in this flesh. Because if we get comfortable in this flesh, we're gonna do whatever this flesh wanna do. Your flesh tired, it tell you don't read, you ain't gonna read. Because it ain't a fight no more. Because you doing what the flesh wants. This precept. We gotta walk in the spirit, man. And we gotta fight against this flesh. A lot of brothers don't wanna fast because how they flesh gonna feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be hungry, my breath gonna stink, my stomach gonna be growling. I'm gonna feel weak. I might get a headache. Brothers don't want to fast because of how they flesh gonna feel. But we gotta we can't care about this flesh. We gotta say to hell with this flesh. You know what I'm saying? We gotta walk in the spirit. The stuff that our flesh don't want us to do, we gotta do it. Your flesh don't want you to make a video, you gotta make a video, man. You know what I'm saying? Your flesh may tell you, oh my, you too tired, man. You done worked so hard at work. You was sweating. You might as well just sleep the whole day. But you got to be like, nah, my spirit got to read. My spirit telling me to read. I got to get some reading in. And that's how we got to be in this thing, man. We can't follow behind this flesh. Whatever this flesh say, you following behind the flesh. Your flesh wants you to be mad. You being mad. You know the situation is not worth you getting mad for, but since your flesh trying to make it a big deal, you going along behind your flesh. You got to fight. Don't be scared to fight against your flesh. Don't be scared to fight against your flesh, man. You can't be scared to fight against your flesh because it's going to be an everyday battle. Now, the people that's going to get the kingdom of heaven are going to be the people that's fighting against this flesh. The people that's not fighting against this flesh and giving in to it, they're not going to get the kingdom of heaven. That's mostly the majority of people in the world giving in to their flesh. Whatever their flesh say, let's do it. I'm finna go lay with this woman's husband. Well, yeah, that happens too. But I'm finna go lay with this woman's wife. Hey, I'm finna go do it. You know what I'm saying? Our people do what's pleasing to the flesh. But we have to go against the flesh. Because us falling behind the flesh is going to get us destroyed. So we can't give our flesh what it wants. We can't give our flesh what it desires, man, because if we do and we follow behind our flesh and we stop fighting against this flesh and start falling behind this flesh, we're going to die. We're going to be bugged out. We're going to be given into strange things and start doing the lust of this flesh. Because when you just sit down and think, this flesh is real wicked, man. It's really, really wicked. Like it's very, very wicked. So you don't want to fall into the thoughts or the things that your flesh want to do. So you have to fight against this flesh with these scriptures. You have to fast. Your flesh don't want you to fast. That's why you be going through so much stuff when you fasting. Satan be tempting you. Satan be getting you upset. Satan be got your spouse coming at you. You going at her. Y'all clashing heads. You know what I'm saying? You and the brother going at it. Now you just want to sleep. Now you don't want to go to work. Man, your flesh, because Satan don't want you to fast. But when you ain't fasting, or you ain't worried about none of that stuff, you ain't going through none of this stuff. As soon as you bust up, as soon as you say you finna bust a fast, there goes Satan. Because your flesh don't want you to fast. Your flesh wants you to eat. It don't want you to fast. Your flesh wants you to eat. But now you know what your flesh wants. You got to go against that, man. You can't give your flesh what it wants. You got to go against that. All right, how can I please my spirit? You can't wake up talking about how can I please my flesh, then you go get a tattoo. No, how can I please my spirit? Let me bust a fast. Let me get some reading in. Let me make a video. You know what I'm saying? Let me do what I can, to please my spirit, to uplift my spirit, to better my spirit, not to give in to the flesh. This precept, Galatians 5:16-17. This I say then, walk in the spirit, you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusts against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary to the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. So the flesh is literally the biggest battle on the face of the planet. It ain't the BCS bowl. They ain't the best battle. It ain't a Super Bowl. They ain't the best battle. It ain't the NBA championship. That's not the best battle or the strongest battle. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a Civil War. It wasn't Pearl Harbor. No, the strongest and most serious battle is your flesh versus your spirit. Your flesh. It's not March Madness. It's not college basketball March Madness. That's not the best. No, it's the flesh versus the spirit. That's the strongest battle, man. That's the most important battle. That flesh versus the spirit. Cause it's, bro, you gonna go through it. That's why the Lord said in Sirach 2:1 to prepare your soul for temptation. You're gonna be tempted in this truth. When you come into this truth and start keeping these commandments, now you're a threat to Satan. Because Satan's saying, okay, now he got a possibility, or she got a possibility to get the kingdom of heaven, and I can't have that. So I gotta tempt this person. Now your flesh gonna be coming at you harder than it ever was, because now you trying to walk in the spirit. But when you was in the world, you wasn't worried about walking in no spirit, because you was walking in the flesh. So Satan didn't have to worry about you, because you was already in his hands. You was already where he wanted you to be at. But now when you try to change your life around for the best and start serving the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashim Awashai, now it's like, oh shoot, Satan like, damn, hell no, can't let that happen. Now you start getting tempted. Now what you gonna do? That's the question. What you do next? Because a lot of people get tempted and fall out the truth. They start giving in to the flesh. Start falling out the truth. There's only two people in this thing that they get tempted and fall out this truth, or the ones that get tempted and continue to fight. And we got to be those ones that continue to fight, man. Don't give your flesh what it wants. You know what I'm saying? Give it the opposite. Give your spirit what it needs. Right? So with that, I'm going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai. I say shalom. Hope this video was helpful to brothers and sisters. Shalom.